Shalom, Yisrael, Shalom. How's everybody day? How's everybody doing? How's everybody been? Today we're gonna go into the book of Ruth, chapter 2. Alright, so let's get into it. And Naomi had a kinsman of her husbands, a mighty man of wealth of the family of Elimelech, and his name was Boaz. And Ruth the Moabitess said unto Naomi, Let me go to the field and clean ears of corn after him, in whose sight I shall find grace. And she said unto her, Go, my daughter. And she went and came and gleaned in the field at the reapers. And her hat was too light on a part of the field belonging unto Boaz, who was of the kindred of Elimelech. And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem and said unto the reapers, Yahweh be with you. And they answered him, Yahweh bless thee. Then said Boaz unto his servant that was set over the reapers, Whose damsel is this? And the servant that was set over the reapers answered and said, It is the Moabitess damsel that came back with Naomi out of the country of Moab. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves. So she came, and hath continued even from the morning until now, that she tarried a little in the house. Then said Boaz unto Ruth, Hearest thou not, my daughter? Go not to clean in another field, neither go from hence, but abide her fast by my maidens. Let thine eyes be on the field that they do reap, and go thou after them and go thou after them. Have I not charged the young men that they shall not teach thee? When thou art athirst, go unto the vessels and drink of that which the young man hath drawn. Then she fell on her face and bowed herself to the ground, and said unto him, Why have I found grace in thine eyes, that thou shouldest take knowledge of me, seeing I am a stranger? And Boaz answered and said unto her, It hath fully been shewed me all that thou hast done unto thy mother-in-law, since the day Slakia. And Boaz answered and said unto her, It hath fully been shewed me all that thou hast done unto thy mother-in-law since the death of thine husband, and how thou hast left thy father and thy mother in the land of thy nativity, and are come unto a people which thou knowest not heretofore. Yahweh recompense thy work, and a full reward be given thee of Yahweh Lahayim Yisrael, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Then she said, Let me find favor in thy sight, my lord, for that thou hast comforted me, and for thou hast spoken friendly unto thine handmaid, though I be not like unto one of thine handmaids. And Boaz said unto her, At mealtime come thou hither, and eat of thy bread, and dip the morsel in the vinegar. And she sat beside the reapers, and they reached her parched corn, she did eat, and was sufficed and left. And when she was risen up to glean, Boaz commanded his young men, saying, Let her glean ever among the sheaves, and reproach her not. And let fall also come some of the handful of purpose for her, and leave them, that she may glean them, and rebuke her not. So she gleaned in the field until even, and be out that she had gleaned, and it was about an ephah of barley. And she took it up and went into the city. And her mother-in-law saw that she had gleaned, and she brought forth and gave to her that she had reserved after she was sufficed. And her mother-in-law said unto her, Where hast thou gleaned today? And where wroughtest thou? Blessed be he that did take knowledge of thee. And she shewed her mother-in-law with whom she had wrought, and said, The man's name with whom I wrought today is Boaz. And Naomi said unto her daughter-in-law, Blessed be he of Yahweh, who hath not left off his kindness to the living and to the dead. And Naomi said unto her, The man is near of kin unto us, one of our next kinsmen. And Ruth the Moabitess said, He said unto me also, Thou shalt keep fast by my young men until they have ended all my harvest. And Naomi said unto Ruth, Her daughter-in-law is good, my daughter that thou go out with his maidens, that they meet thee not in another field. So she kept fast by the maidens of Boaz to glean unto the end of barley harvest and of wheat harvest, and dealt with her mother-in-law. So over here we have Ruth, the Moabitess, working in the field, right? She gleaning up the field, right, and then going to her, you know, her mother-in-law. So she gives her mother-in-law her portion, right, and she's doing a good job right now. She's doing a good thing right now. She's doing well, right. Verse 22 once again. And Naomi said unto Ruth, her daughter-in-law, it is good, my daughter, that will go out with his maidens, that they meet thee not in another field. So she kept fast by the maidens of Boaz to glean unto the end of barley harvest and the wheat harvest, and dwell with her mother-in-law. So she's doing well, Over here we have Ruth, she's doing well. So with that, Yasharel, that lets you know that Ruth, she's a Moabitess from another nation, right? But she's willing to help out, right? She's willing to help out and glean and be a good handmaid, right? So with that, that goes to show you what? 1 Timothy 6:1. Let as many servants as under the yoke count their own master worthy of all honor, that the name of Yahweh and his doctrine be not blasphemed. Right? So there you have it, Let as many servants as under the yoke count their own master worthy of all honor, that the name of Yahweh and his doctrine be not blasphemed. Right? And they that have believing master, let them not despise them because they are brethren, but rather do them service because they are faithful and beloved, partakers of the benefit these things teach and exhort. So over here we have servants obeying their master, right? And they that have believing masters, right? Meaning the servant and the master, they both believe, right? You can't despise them because they are brethren, but rather do them service because they are faithful and beloved, partakers of the benefits, meaning don't be harsh on the servants, right? And don't be wroth on the masters either of the servants, right? So then you know that servants obey your masters, right? So there you have it. With that, Israel, salam, salam.